Welcome to the Word of Life encounter through Rhema Word Embassy Church.
But in situations and circumstances, we always come to our lives, and they will always tend to reflect, and also to speak to us, and also to show us that God is afar off. And therefore, God rising even to establish a new confidence to his people who are called by his name, people whom he had a covenant with through Father Abraham, and all the other. God who is near to you. I am not God who is afar off from you. I am still closer to you than in the way you may think. Situations may speak otherwise, but God is always active. Consider God. We want to let these matters in our spirits and even in our lives, that we may come to understand that however physical situations may seem to be, and however environment may speak, God is not afar.
Out of my belly shall flow rivers of living water.
See the presence, it shall remove you from your place. So there is your place above umezoea. There is a place about you reason with. There is a place you always argue with. There is a place you always comfort yourself with. For you to get out of this place, you must see. And then when you arouse yourself, like the four lepers, we will not sit here on this gate until we do what? We die. Let us do what? Arise and go to the enemy's camp. And when they started arising and going, and God multiplied their footsteps. Ugonjwa wa ukoma ama mleprosi ni ugonjwa ambao inaamshaga visehemu za mwili. So unaweza imagine miguu imekuliwa, imebaki kisigino hapo juu, hiyo kama mtu kama kale ka profesa Maikibila. Nafikiri yule profesa anafaaga miti. Sasa mguu yako imekaa kama hiyo. And umesema hii miguu si angalia, mimi naangalia kuokoa. So wakati walipoanza kutembea, God amplified those feeble legs, those injured legs, those painful legs, those weak legs. God amplified them to become horses. Why? They started to arise. So when you see God's presence and arise, what happens? God will multiply your steps. Therefore, there were four lepers at the entering of the gate, and they said to one another, why sit ye here until we? If you stay in your place, death is coming. Irudie. When you stay in your common place, death will. But when you rise up, verse 3, Bible says, verse 4, and if we say we shall, if we say we enter into the city, then the famine is in the city. And we shall also do what? There are cities you go and you die. Do you know unaweza toka kwa gate ambao ulikuwa unataka kufa, uingie kwa city nyingine huku when there was famine? And some people depart from where there is divine declaration. Bwana Elisha alikuwa amesema tomorrow at the gate of Samaria there will be providence. So who are in the gate of Samaria? The four lepers. So the four lepers who are sitting at the gate where a miracle was to happen the following day. Then what happened? They did not enter into a city that was hungry. They entered into the camp of the enemy that had provision, though enemies were surrounding. And there are people who depart from the house of bread and enter into cities where there is hunger. And they say, if we enter into the city, we will. Tukiwa tumeona hapa. Check Naomi. Naomi was from Bethlehem, Judah, which means house of bread. Na kukawa na kiangazi na akaondoka, and he went to mourn. He left the house of bread and went to mourn because there was a saying and there was an insinuation ya kwamba kuna chakula kwa Moabi. Akatoka Aliacha nyumba ya mkate, akaenda nyumba ya ukame, kwa sababu kuna mkate unaoonekana. Alipoenda kule, she never knew how full she was. Yani full in terms of kujaa, sio full ya kujika. Hakuelewa alikuwa amejaa kiasi gani. Akabeba familia yake yote, bwana na watoto wawili, akayawapeleka nyumba pasipo mkate. I'm talking about how wale person nasema, if you enter into a city, we will die. You can enter into a city and die. Na wakati Naomi ameenda pale, bwanake akakufa, Maron and Kilion watoto wake wakakufa, akaachwa na wasichana wawili wakwe. When she is coming back, look at what say. Don't call me Naomi, please. Call me Mara. Why? Because God has done with me hardship. And then the Bible says nini? Akasema, I went full. I have come back empty. Let me tell you, you don't know the value of a thing until you lose it. You don't know the value of a thing until you lose it. When Naomi lost the husband, when Naomi lost Maron and Kilion, his two sons, that's when she knew I was full. Let me say, life is satisfied by God, not things. God is able to satisfy life, not things. These cannot satisfy. Only God can satisfy. That which things are limited to do, God is able to fully meet. Usiangalie kile hauna physically. You may lack bread physically, but in the heart you are wealthy. You are receiving eternal wealth of the truth. Unapokea ukweli wa neno. Unapokea ukweli na utajiri wa Mungu uliosababa. Look at somebody called Jacob. Alipokuwa anatoka kwa baba yake Isaac, he was not given one title. He was not given any animal. He was not given any bank account or gold. He was just given the blessing. And he left. Na akaenda tuna baraka. But when he is coming back, ndugu yake Esau ambaye alikuwa na utajiri wa Abraham na utajiri wa baba yake Isaac, zote ameachiwa na Jacob. Jacob wanakutana na muuliza, na hii utajiri wote ni wa nani? Why? The blessing of God maketh the rich and adds no sorrow. When you have the blessing, when you have the spiritual blessing, God will make you rich. It's a matter of time. And there will be no sorrow, because the blessing of God addeth no sorrow. The blessing of God. So brethren, the key thing is, don't go into a city that has no bread. This year, don't go to a city that has no bread. And when you check in the context of the Bible, the word city means the church of God. Don't go to any church for the sake of being there. Go because there is wealth of truth. The Bible inasema kwamba the city of the living, that's the church. Don't go to any city as long as there is famine. Therefore, if we sit here, we die. And if we sit there, we also die. So what do? Let us come now and let us go into the host of the Syrians. If they save us, we shall live. And if can you be saved to die? If they save us, we shall live. And if they kill us, you cannot be killed to live. You can only be killed to. Walisema mimi sisi tuko pale yote. Ile hapa tutaangukia, lakini hapa kifo ya kujiletea hakuna. Mpendwa, mwaka huu kifo ya kujiletea wachana na. Arise from your place. The people, when you see the presence, arise and go. Usijiletee kifo ya kujitakia. Niko hapa. Kama yule mtu ambaye alikuwa in the pool of the shepherd. Alikuwa anasema nini? Bethsaida. Alikuwa anasema, for how many years was he there? 38. Kazi. Lakini ni mtoto azaliwe. Na kuna watoto ambao wanaenda secondary. Akiolewa pale 22 hapo. Hakuna mtoto anaingia secondary. Na jamaa hapo pale. Sina mtu. Why? He stayed there. move. Now that God, we go to Joshua. In Joshua, we're going to expound in terms of arouse yourself from the place and go after it. What are you going after? You are going after what you have seen. Depend on. This is the time that God is calling us. We see and we go after Him. In this season, is a season of, a season of territorial advancement. You must advance on every territory of life. Whether health, you advance. Whether wealth, you advance. Whether social life, you advance. Whether kumjua Mungu, you advance. Whether ministering, you advance. It's a time of territorial advancement. There is no two way. We must advance. Why? We have seen the presence of God. And therefore, we must get ready now to do what? To advance in every territory of life. We must be ready. You know, our readiness, you know, when destiny is declared, wakati Mungu ametupa pale tunaenda, we must advance. We must advance. We must advance, brethren. Why? It is declared. It is territorial advancement. Therefore, we must get ready. So, kila kitu usieta Joel ukitaka watu wasikupigie simu na kwa ibada, unaweka kwa mode inaitwa nini? Fight. Ukitaka usisimuliwe unaenda kwa simu unafinya nini? Flight mode. So, I want us now to set a mode. It's called a flight mode. Ya kwamba kama utanipata mode ni gani? Advancement. Therefore, like soldiers of Christ, vile Paulo anasema ya kwamba we are soldiers of Christ. So therefore, as soldiers of Christ, we must swing into action. We must seize the moment. And we must say it is now. Wakati Israeli ilivamiwa na wale watu wa Gaza, Hamas, what happened? Immediately soldiers swung into action. From October 7 mpaka leo, they are always in action. Even leo, hata leo. Why? Walichokozwa wakaswing into action move. Now, God has told us it's advancement move. Therefore, let us swing into usiachwe mpendwa. I pray that none of us in this church will be left into this action mode. Which mode? Getting ready now. Our season is already declared by God that I will go ahead of you and prepare a place for you that you may come and set your tent. Therefore, we need to swing. Na mpendwa, acha niseme hivi. Haijalishi ni mambo gani ambayo yalikuwa ama yamekuwa yakiendelea. Na haijalishi immediate which year. When God comes in His time, every calendar changes. Every calendar changes. Let me give you an example. I think I will close by that because I think I will go a bit. Nitajaribu diversify kidogo. Nataka kumpea assignment. Go and read the book of Genesis chapter 18. I just mentioned it the other time, but I want you to go and study it in. Biblia inaelezea kinaganaga the status of Abraham and Sarah. Na inasema ya kwamba one, these people were advanced in age. But actually should be verse 4 verse 11 inasema hivyo. And they were advanced in age. And they had lost hope. Why? Abraham was, look at them. Now Abraham and Sarah were old. And sasa jaza hiyo. Ni wazee na uzee umewako. So kuna tofauti ya kuwa mzee na kuwa bwana. So wewe ni mzee na uzee umekufa nini? Umekugonga, umekurabisha chini. Sasa unaona mtu akiwa mtu kama sisi, dosa sisi sio akina Victor mwenye ameleta nili hapa. Unasimamaka hivi lima. Victor sasa ni soja. Lakini nilikuwa naangalia baba yangu juzi. Akasema na kweli miaka inaitananga hii. Na unajua miaka ya uzee haikuhitaji uangalie juu, inakuhitaji uangalie wapi. So ulikuwa unaenda hivi miaka inaanza kuambia karibu huku chini. Unakataa, unachukua mkokojo sikuji. So Abraham was stricken with age. And Sarah was stricken with age. Hata vile sema kwamba even they were advanced. And Abraham and Sarah were old and well. Sasa sio kuzeeka tu. Mambo yote inawafinya na jia hii. They are old and well. Biblia inasema isemi pekine, inasema they are well advanced in age. And Sarah has passed the childbearing age. This is the situation about Mungu anakuja kuaddress. Wakati they are coming with 3 angels, those are the people ambao wanapata. One, stricken by age. They were ever advanced in age. There is no hope of getting child because Sarah has passed. So, kupata mtoto kama kwamba 89 years, because this time she was 89, because next year she was to be 90, and Abraham was to be 100. So, she's 89. So, around how many years? 55 minus 89? Around 34 years ago, hiyo ndio kalenda. Akitani ile anasema, watoto niliacha kuzaa huko. Nilikuwa nazalia wapi? Huko. Abraham alikuwa nazalia wapi? And how God comes. And God does not care the season they were in. Why? The appointed of time of God in any season changes any season of man or biological season. So God comes, these people, labda hata huyu jamaa alikuwa anaitwa nani? Alikuwa anaitwa this servant of Abraham, alikuwa Eliezer, alikuwa anajipanga, akasema ameoga ngapi nia. Sasa it's a matter of few years. Hii mali ni ya nani? Anaanza kusema Bwana asifiwe. Wewe Mungu ni mwaminifu. Ulinileta katika nyumba ya nani? Ya Abraham. Juu kanajua mali, hii mali kana yote hata kahitaji kuomba. Anza kushukuru miaka isoka soke. Abraham aendelee kuomba wao na miaka. Anasema wewe ukaomba tu, mali ni ya nani? So Eliezer is waiting. And God comes and tells Abraham, it's not what Eliezer is waiting for me. Sio kile watu wanatarajia kutoka kwako. People are waiting, you die childless, you die without hope, you die old, you die without any inheritance or continuity of life. Mungu anasema, when you go to verse, it should be around verse 4 there. Bible says that the angel said, at the appointed time of life, in your season, and he said, I will certainly, nataka uone the word certainty. What does the word certainty mean? Hakika. There is no doubt about it. When the appointed time of God comes in your season.
The broadcast has been brought to you by Rima Word Embassy Church, Roysambu, Nairobi, Kenya.
Please feel free to get back to us. Call us at +2 547 217 2060 or to 547 320 35599. WhatsApp US at 547 217 2060. Reach us in Facebook at Rima Word Embassy. Email us through the RAGMAwordembassy@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.